Hello everyone, it's time for chapter 12 of Thorfinn and the Raging Raiders by me and Richard Morgan. Our granddads were like you, said Jerry. They came from Norway. They conquered this bit of Scotland. Then they decided to settle here and farm the land. So we're half Viking, half Scottish. Thorfinn appeared at his father's side, along with his three brothers. He doffed his helmet to the man and bowed. Good morning, dear sir, and what a beautiful day. Jerry bowed back. Oh, good morning to you as well. What a polite wee laddie. Harold bristled. Will you stop exchanging pleasantries? Vikings don't do pleasantries. Death to all pleasantries, echoed a voice behind him. Well, you boys started it, Jerry replied, nodding at Thorfinn. He's not with us, cried Eric, trying to push Thorfinn out of the way. Well, he is, said Harold, pulling him back. And he isn't. Look, he's my son, that's all. I can't help it if he's a bit daft. And what sort of a Viking name is Pie-Nosher anyway? Said Eric. What a rubbish name for a Viking chief. Ha, Jerry spluttered. Somebody thought it up for a laugh. Eric nearly choked. A laugh? A laugh? Here, said Jerry, now munching on a rack of barbecued ribs. I'll introduce you to my pals. He beckoned forward a bunch of men, all dressed in tartan like him. This is Willie, the stair runner-upper. We send him to take all our messages, so he's forever running about. There was a gasp of horror from Harold and the other Vikings, and the names only got more ridiculous. This is Hughie the Baldy Heated, Ali the Garden Gnome Collector, Murdo the Chip Eater, and Ian the Shelf Putter Upper. He's brilliant at DIY. Each name brought a larger gasp than before. Harold nearly choked. What sort of a Viking name are those? Jerry shrugged. I told you, we're Scottish Vikings. We do everything for a laugh. It's the Scottish in us. That's why we came over the sea and raided your village. You raided our village? For a laugh? Harold's eyes were murderous now, and his cheeks flamed with fury. Jerry tossed away the rack of ribs, which he stripped to the bone. Then he picked up a sandwich with a huge dripping hunk of meat inside it. He offered it to Harold and the men. Goat burger, anyone? Harold waved him away angrily. Jerry shrugged and began chomping it. Aye, well, you know, everybody's fed up with the Norwegian Vikings sailing over here and attacking us. We thought it would be funny if we sailed over and attacked you for a change. The Vikings were blazing with fury. They were jumping around and yelling, funny, funny, a laugh, ah! Well, as I did mention, said Thorfinn, it didn't seem like much of a raid. See, it was all just a big joke. You're right. It wasn't much of a raid, said Eric. He went on, jabbing his finger at Jerry. And that's another thing for you to be ashamed about. He's right, said Harold. Your crew have a lot to learn about raiding. Jerry shrugged. You lot can't take a joke. You need to lighten up a bit. You're supposed to be Vikings. You didn't even bother to raise our village to the ground, said Eric. A bunch of children could have done better, said Harold. Ach, it was that pretty, with the mountains and the fjords and all that, said Jerry. It would have been a shame to burn it down. We thought it would be funnier to burn your underpants. At the mere mention of the word underpants, the Vikings all scratched their bottoms, remembering how long they'd been wearing the same pair. A bit like that. And another thing, cried Eric, you didn't even nick anything. We had loads of gold. You didn't even touch it. Ah, we don't need anything, said Jerry. The Vikings tutted. Oh dear. You Scottish Vikings, you should be ashamed, said Harold. You've lost all your Viking spirit. Oh! Harold stopped abruptly and dismissed Jerry with a wave of his hand. Why am I even bothering to talk to you anyway? Now, where's my wife? Jerry looked confused. Your wife? Yes, my wife. The woman you kidnapped. Blonde hair, green eyes, ferocious temper. If you just give me her back, we'll be on our way. Sorry, I think there's been some mistake, said Jerry. We don't have your wife. That's the end of chapter 12. So I'll see you tomorrow for chapter 13. Okay, bye.